Well, hello everybody. Doug Rucker here with DougRuckerSchool.com and DougRuckerStore.com, both located right here in the Houston, Texas area. We're actually located in Kingwood, Porter, which is right next to Kingwood, but we are your Houston, Texas area professional pressure washing and soft washing supply store for you professional contractors out there, and also training. We have great training every month, hands-on training, and of course online training as well. But anyway, wanted to talk to you today. Got a couple of Q&As, questions that have been asked that I thought would be, well, they were really excellent questions, and so I just thought it'd be great to share those with you, and maybe somebody could pick something up on that. So stay tuned for that coming up next. Okay, so the first question that I'd like to go over was a very, very good question. A gentleman emailed me, and as a matter of fact, I guess a couple days ago, actually last night. Hi, I looked a little for the answer to my question, but maybe it's in a video somewhere. He's a member of the online video school. I'm curious if you found you didn't need a burner for hot water pressure washing. I'm just starting out, bought a pretty old and abused MyTM 6 gallon per minute, and the burner went out today. I finished the driveway but couldn't lift the oil stains, and once the burner was gone, just wanted your opinion on having a burner for oil and grease in parking areas, or if you just rely on the chemicals to do the work. Thanks so much for your help. P.S. I asked a while ago about the 3 to 5 gallon per minute chemical injector for my 6 gallon per minute machine. I was having a rough time with it, but it worked well today, so thanks for your help with that. So my answer to him was that for residential driveway oil stains, I rarely use heat. What I do is I use our dugout degreaser. It works really well for when you're using just cold water. The biggest thing that I have found, and the main thing, is you've got to set your customers' expectations for what you're going to be able to achieve. So I never promise full removal. I basically let them know we can get all of the hydrocarbons out and all of the oil, but they're still going to be left with a shadow stain, and it's going to look wet. And so I just explained to them, it could look that way for a long time. It could eventually dry out a little and look better, but it's not going to have that black look to it. So you just have to make sure that you're setting their expectations, because whether you use heat or whether you use cold water, you're still going to have that leftover stain. You could use some things like kitty litter and ground it in, and that will help absorb some of the moisture. But I just let the customers know it's not going to look like the concrete did before the oil stain is there. You're going to have some residual shadow staining. So that's a big key in this business, is setting your customer expectations, and that's a whole nother video that I'll probably do on that. But you always got, it's almost like under promising but over deliver. So, and if they're not good with that, then I'll just move on. If they're expecting perfection, not going to get that, especially with oil stains. And so that's basically what I explained to him. I let them know that it will never look new, like new unstained concrete again. It will have a shadow stain that looks wet, but will dissipate and look better over time. Treating oil stains, that's not part of a regular house wash, driveway cleaning, stuff like that. Treating oil stains is an upsell when we're cleaning a driveway or a house or whatever, and it's also a service unto its own. We get a lot of calls, or used to when I did residential, we used to get a lot of calls for removing oil stains because they get HOA letters, HOA violation letters. And so we just always let the customer know, again, that, hey, when we're done, it's going to look like the spot is still wet, but we'll have the hydrocarbons out of there. And normally that appeases the HOA, as long as they know they try to have it professionally cleaned. So just always remember that about setting your customer expectations, especially with oil stains. Now, for commercial applications, I always use heat for grease or oil, but only if it's part of the quote. There's a lot of times where we clean parking lots, parking areas, things of that nature, but treating the oil stains may not be part of the bid. Removing gum may not be part of the bid. We always ask them, do you want that included in the bid? A lot of times, and anytime you ask somebody, so be careful about this. Anytime you ask somebody, would you like gum removal part of the bid, or would you like oil stain removal part of the bid, whatever, they're always going to say, and be ready for it, give me a separate quote for that. So the way our quotes are written for house washes, concrete cleaning, roof cleaning, whatever, is that the quote covers removing organic stains only, like algae and mildew. Try to stay away from the word mold, but anything requiring restoration treatment, like oil stains, efflorescence, calcium stains, rust stains, any of those types of stains that require restoration chemicals and restoration process and procedures is not part of our general quote. So that's written in the quote and states that if you have these issues or have these stains and you would like a quote for that, then let us know, and we'll be certainly happy to add that, resend it, whatever. Most of the times, if I'm doing an on-site estimate, I'll spot those things and then say in the quote that these stains are not part of the quote. If you'd like a quote for that, let me know. Whatever, but a lot of times I don't go out to job sites to look at, or didn't used to go out to every house wash quote. So we would always have that little line in there about this is only covering organic stain removal, like algae, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a matter of you setting your customers' expectations, so let them know exactly what your service is taking care of and exactly what it's not. So I hope that helps you guys. I think the exact wording says stains requiring restoration chemicals and procedures are not included in the quote. So if you have those or want them treated, please let me know, and I'll be happy to add that to the quote and resend it. So hope that helps you guys on that question, and let's get to the next one. Okay, this one came in actually, I think yesterday or last night also, and this is actually on the YouTube channel. Gentleman asked, he has an 8 gallon per minute at 3600 PSI unit, looking to do some roof cleaning. Just wondering if he could get away with downstreaming with an X-Jet and a general pump high volume low pressure gun. No, and no. In order to clean a roof, you really need that higher mix, 30, 40, 50%. X-Jet can probably get you close to that, if not at least 30%. But depending on how bad the roof is, if you use an X-Jet, you're going to end up just going through a ton of bleach. So I know of some guys that have cleaned roofs before with X-Jet. I would definitely look at, if you have to do it that way, I would definitely look at going the modified X-Jet way so that you're downstreaming and not using all that mist that comes out with the X-Jet. Because those have a tendency, if you get them at the wrong angle, you can start blowing the shingles up if you get it at the right angle. So you need to be very careful. I would never use an X-Jet to clean a roof. That's just my personal thing. We use the Kingslinger soft wash system when we're cleaning roofs because we can achieve that 30, 40, 50, even 60 if we have to, percentage mix. But the general pump, I think you're probably talking about these red guns and blue guns that people are using now. I wouldn't use it on a pressure washer. I just, number one, they're just heavier than heck. They will create a lot of volume, but I can get the same amount of volume with an open ball valve or using an 0060 nozzle, for instance, on an 8 gallon per minute machine. So it's just not something I would recommend, but if you want to spend the 80 or 90 bucks it takes to get one of those guns and make sure you have the right unloader, then you could use that gun, but it's just not something I would do. So if you're going to clean roofs, I would definitely look at trying to get a soft wash system of some sort, whether it's the Kingslinger, 12 volt, booster, whatever. You need something that's going to be able to supply you with adequate bleach, because even if you use an X-Jet, you're just going to be going through a lot of bleach really fast, and it's going to be very time consuming. So yes, it can be done, but it is absolutely not the ideal way to do it. Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, the next question is off of one of my sled sucker video that was a while back, and we'll put that up here in the card in case you want to see that. It's a great add-on service. But somebody asked, do you happen to know of a good source for the blue shirts that I wear when I begin my business? He'd like to go that route. So I believe he's talking about these type shirts, these Sublime shirts. I get these from fin-print.com. Awesome service, great shirts. I love them. They're very, very comfortable. I try to keep mine a little lower key than some of the others that you see out there, and just kind of put what I do, or what the name of the business is or whatever. So, but yeah, it's fin-print.com, and that's where I get my shirts. I'm not an affiliate there. I don't get any type of commission, but that's where I've been getting mine for the last few years. Used to get them from E3, but it was just much easier to deal with fin-print.com. I gotta make sure that's the right. It's either fin-print. Hold on, let me check real quick. Yep, fin-print.com. You just email them, go on their website, and they'll help you out with that. Hey, thank you, everybody. I hope these have been helpful. I don't want to make this too long, but don't hit that subscribe button, and hit the little bell so you get notifications. A like, and then give me a comment or a question if there's something I can help you with, or if you have a question about something I said today, let me know. I'll be glad to help you. Don't forget our online video school, pressurecleaningschool.com, and also our monthly trainings here in Houston. We're fixing to ramp those up and add some commercial training and other trainings. So since I sold my residential, I got time. I'm ready to get some more teaching going. So thank y'all. And again, if I can help in any way, just let me know. pressurecleaningschool@gmail.com. Y'all have an awesome, awesome weekend. Good is the enemy of great. There isn't any reason why you can't take your good pressure washing business and turn it into a great exterior cleaning business.